Fortunately, I was born poor. Now, many of you must be wondering what is fortunate about born in village. Many people ask me, इतना हिम्मत कहाँ से आता है, इतना जल्दी डिसीजन कैसा लेता है, इतना ताकत कहाँ से है? It's because born in a village. Villages are true universities. Villages give you a MBA without any theory class, only practical. Poverty and village put together is such a powerful concoction. It prepares you very early to take on any challenge in life. Otherwise, I don't think I could have succeeded. Right? So, village, the poverty. My mother had 5 children, no income. By the by, in those days, there were 5 children, but no bedroom. Nowadays, there are 5 bedrooms, but no children. So, my mother, without any income, she had to manage 5 children. My father was neither an employee nor an employer. 2 buffaloes, 10 liters of milk a day, 1 rupee a liter, 70 rupees a week. With the 70 rupees, my mother, without borrowing from anyone, without asking for support from anyone, she made sure all her children were Madras University graduates and Mumbai University postgraduates. Five classes, one classroom, one class teacher. This was my primary school. Tamil Nadu had wonderful chief ministers, past tense. Mr. Kamaraj was a chief minister in the 60s. He brought meals to the schools. Had there been no meals to the schools, I would have not gone to school. So I have to thank in every stage when I get that great soul who made sure few provide food in the school, children will come to school. No orange, no apple, no chocolates, no atlas, no dictionary, no school bus, no peer-teacher association. And that is how the educational background was. In my telling about all these things is, success in life is a delta. Delta is x2 minus x1. x2 is where you are today. x1 was where you were that day. And x1 for me was 0. Is there any downside for 0? Lucky are those who are born to poor, because they have no fear of taking decision, because they have nothing to lose. Is that clear? All of you have challenges of taking decision only because you are worried about you may lose. You know what is business? Make mistakes. Make all mistakes. Make them very fast. Don't repeat. Make mistakes, make all mistakes, make them very fast, don't repeat. If you keep repeating the same mistake, you will become the big beggar. And if you do every day a new mistake, you will become a billionaire. Is that clear? एक बार तालियां को बजनी चाहिए. And one more point in business, like a child, like a 1-year-old child, get up, you will fall down. Yes or no? First time if you get up, you will fall down. Then again get up, you will not fall. Walk, you will fall down. Then again get up, walk, then try to run, you will fall down. Then again get up, again walk, again run, entire life you can run. Yes or no? This fear people who want to get into business are having. Fear of losing. Punchline. Pains are never a problem. Fear of the pains is the biggest problem. All of us are scared of, that is the fear, that is the imagination. BSc, first class, maths, physics, chemistry, subject. In Coimbatore, no one gave me a job because everybody asked, do you have experience? गधे. एग्जाम मई महीना में खत्म हुई. जून महीना में एक्सपीरियंस में कहाँ से लाओ? So 1978, I took a decision. If I start a business, if I have my own company, I will take only freshers and I will not employ an experience. I want you people to understand. I have employed 25,000 freshers in my 25 years of business. Coimbatore didn't give me a job. So 1982, August 18, Jayanti Ganta Express, Kanyakumari to Mokai, via Coimbatore. I boarded the train at Coimbatore, S9 coach, berth number 41, and I went to Mumbai with 500 rupees in my body. Because if you keep money in the pocket, it will be pickpocketed. So I kept 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, 100 here. Slept in VT railway station for 3 nights because I didn't have money to check in a hotel, no credit card to check in a hotel, no purse to keep credit card. Success in life is delta. Delta is equal to x2 minus x1. And my x1 was VT railway platform. Nothing you will lose. I want all of you to know. All your fear is only because you will become zero. But if you have not seen a zero, you will never become a hero. I want all of you to understand there is no way you can be successful until you have seen what worst in life is. Baba Atomic Research Center was my employer. Government institute, most brilliant research institute, and I got a job as scientific officer, gazetted officer. In the interview, I was asked a question, where is thyroid? I was a mathematics student. I didn't want to bluff. I said, I don't know. 1982, I did not know where thyroid was. Within 10 years, I finished a PhD in thyroid biochemistry. And in another 10 years, I am running world's largest thyroid testing laboratory. Why I emphasize this is, if you do what you have studied, you will survive. But if you do what you have not studied, you will become the leader. So this is how that journey was. And it was a wonderful journey. I went to Mumbai with no expectation except having a job. Fortunately, my father-in-law was in love with me. Clear? To tell that it was not a love marriage. My wife was working with State Bank of India. I didn't want to marry a Bombay girl. So my father-in-law said, my daughter works for State Bank of India. He proposed. I said no. I want to settle in life. So he came after 1 year. I said still not settled. He came after 1 more year. I said don't come again. He came after 1 more year. Business is nothing but, life is nothing but, relationships are nothing but persuasion. You persuade, everything will happen. At my father-in-law persuade. At that I will have a look at the girl. And then I had a look at the girl and not impressive. So I told, I will let you know, kabar dega. I came home. I didn't get back. You should have understood already. I'm not interested, right? But then after 3 months, he again started walking. I thought I must tell him this will not work. So I sat in front of him, very cute face, and talking about my father-in-law. I could not tell no. How do you tell in front of the man directly without any broker? After seeing the girl, no, I can't tell. Can I talk to them for 1 hour? He said, I will arrange. So the meeting was arranged. Madam Kama Road, Narinam Point, State Bank of India, 14th floor. And I went there for 1 hour. In 1 hour, how many minutes are there? 55 minutes I only talked. And 5 minutes absolute silence was there. I decided I must marry her. Have you ever seen a girl silent for 1 full hour? That too in front of a boy who is likely to marry him. You want to know what I told in 55 minutes? I can tell you in 55 seconds. I have no house in Mumbai. Paying guest, lifelong paying guest. Are you ready? In village there is a house, but there is no toilet. Have you understood? For my parents, I am the eldest son. Do you know what is responsibility? For my siblings, I am the eldest brother. Everybody's marriage is your responsibility. For our marriage, I don't have money. You spending for our marriage should not be known to your father. Any girl will agree? Stunned look, no response. I thought there. I'm said, I'm to marry me. I'm to come today. If you don't want to marry me, tell him something is wrong with this boy. The same night, her father came home. That means she has understood what I have told. There is a message here. What is the message? Don't raise the expectation in front of you and then disappoint. Tell even what you have, you tell I don't have. Still the person marries you, you can live your ordinary life. Is that clear? Why today marriages are failing? The boy is taking, the girl is taking more. And they get married, right? Now, after 2 months of engagement, I asked my wife, I told you so much. Still, you wanted to marry me only. What do you like in me? My nose? My cheeks? Still, what do you like? She said, I didn't want to be a short daughter-in-law in a tall house. I wanted to be a tall daughter-in-law in a short house. Is that clear? Marriage, 2 children, easiest thing to get on this earth is children. For everything you have to do a lot of hard work. 2 children, 2 promotions, 2 degrees. I got the embassy and PhD in Mumbai because I was nice to my bosses and my bosses were nice to me. Is that clear? While working 2 more degrees, 2 more promotions, lot of increments, something is wrong. Comfort zones or danger zones. If you feel comfortable, reasonable income, your father made money or you made early money and you are settled in comfort zone, every year you will lose 10% energy. Comfort zones or danger zones. So I thought I must pick DRC job, government job, and I was analyzing. One fine day, I go to office. While going to office, there was no decision of resigning that day. I open and see my drawer. 2 lakh rupees of closing balance in my account. 2 lakh rupees in 1995 is roughly 1.52 crores. My family expenditure was only 5,000 rupees per month. So for 2 lakh rupees, how many months family is saved? 40 months family is saved. Pick number 1. My right side colleague, left side colleague, all have already purchased homes. So all of them had a EMI for 20 years. I was the only guy without EMI. Pick number 2. My wife is working with State Bank of India. और क्या चाहिए? Pick number 3. I resigned my job on a Friday evening without discussing with my wife. In life, either you can discuss or you can decide. You can't do both. Especially with your family members, if you discuss, calm. I will tell you how to take decisions. Make all people who love you to sit down and make a PowerPoint presentation. If all of them say don't do it, please do it. In life, there is nothing known as right decision. Take a decision and make it right. If you can have courage to make a decision right, you can take any decisions. So I took the decision, resigned, went home, didn't tell my wife. Night 2 o'clock, my wife is asking me, आज आप सोया नहीं है? I have resigned. Night 2 o'clock. She knows रात को मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता हूँ. Until the taxi was horizontal, the sea became vertical. And she came and switched off the light, looked at my face, 10-second absolute silence, and she said, if you don't go to office tomorrow, even I will not go. तीन टिक था, तीसरा टिक गया. Until that time I was horizontal. Then I also became vertical. And इनसे दम की रात को 2 बजे मैं तो सलमान कम हूँ. एक बार डिसीजन लेता हूँ, खुद का नहीं सकता हूँ. और दडवा सोना, नूर दडवा सोना मावनी. So I told her, साथ तो जिएंगे, साथ तो मरेंगे. I am not going to go back to office. Trust me, both of us left the job on the same day. My son was 5 years, my daughter was 3 years. I was 37. Left jobs and started the business, and that is the biggest risk which made me most powerful. And there are only two kinds of people on this earth. One who is successful, other did not take it decision. And there are only two kinds of people in this earth. One who took risk, one who is successful, other did not take the risk. And I took such a risk. After 3 months of resigning, I asked my wife, see, already I resigned, and then you told me I will also resign. What nonsense was that? She made a punchline. Punchline was, you know you will win. Even I know you will win. But no one knows that without me, you're going to win. Is that clear? I think the most powerful decision of man was resigning and supporting me. And I want to tell a punchline here. If your spouse trusts you, your energy is 10x. And if your spouse doubts you, the energy is 0.1x. I want all of you to understand it is the family, it is the team, and it is the togetherness which made this journey very powerful. So I did immediately thyroid, and I did the chiro care as business. First employee, second employee, my wife. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, and 8 becomes 16. And doubled until I reached 2,500 employees in 25 years period. As I said, I took only freshers. I want you be all to employ freshers. Many have concerns. Whenever I go for an event, I meet a CEO and ask that CEO, tell me what problems you are facing. साहब, आदमी नहीं मिलता. हिंदुस्तान में आदमी नहीं मिला तो जर्मनी ने थोड़ी मिलेगा. 1.5 crore population ना आदमी नहीं मिलता. When he understands he has not told it correctly, then he says, साहब, आदमी मिलता है लेकिन trained आदमी नहीं मिलता है. I become more marty. बच्चा चाहिए तो खुद का चाहिए. एम्प्लॉई चाहिए और किसी का चाहिए. Take and pray. Then he understands I have to pray. Then he comes with one more matter. सर, मैं ट्रेड करता हूँ वो कॉम्पिटिटर के पास चला जाता है. The most powerful punchline. The punchline went viral across the entire country is the answer. I tell it in the punchline. If you don't love your wife, your neighbor will. If you don't love your employee, your competitor will. So please ensure that you date process, you train them, you respect them, you retain them, and make sure that they need you return. Full stop. There is no other way. जो काम करते हैं वो बुढ़े होते हैं, जो काम कराते हैं वो बड़े होते हैं. If don't keep 5 employees, 10 employees lifelong until मैं बड़ा नहीं हो रहा हूँ, मैं बड़ा नहीं हो रहा हूँ, बड़ा नहीं होएगा. Whenever a man is sitting in front of me in an interview, उसकी आंखों में मैं 5 करोड़ देख रहा हूँ. उसमें 2 करोड़ उसका, 3 करोड़ मेरा. Keep on taking people. Business is nothing but having more people than needed. Listen to this carefully. If you are into business, this is must. You need to have, like I say, you have worked for 10 people, you keep 15 people. Keep all of them engaged. That means you have to get more business. Is that clear? So, have enough people, keep them busy, and you keep growing. I have not done an MBA. I never wanted to do business. I wanted to be in development. But then somewhere my mind, I'm a restless man. I take jet se decision leke jata hu. So I got into business. In business, it is nothing but IT, HR, logistics. Is that clear? IT means you need to have technology, without which you won't run the business. HR is everything. You need people, team, powerful team, and you have to generate. Logistics is most. What is Swiggy? Logistics. Jepto? Logistics. Amazon? Logistics. And if you'll see, logistics plays a very great role in many businesses. So these three are important. So applied pressures. In entire world, India is cheapest in healthcare. Agreed? In entire India, I am the cheapest. Still, I had 40% profit in my entire business, entire 25 years. The business was growing smoothly 25% year over year for 25 years. I never went and pitched for money. Those days, ecosystem was not there. Today, ecosystem is there. So no ROE, no investment inside the company, fastest growing company, most profitable company, all because of what? I want the people to understand there are two brands, same industry, Indigo, Air India. Yes or no? Indigo, 4,000 crore profit per year. Air India, 4,000 crore loss every year. What is the difference? It is nothing but a system which is highly efficient, full stop. Highly productive, full stop. Punchline. Profit should never come from customer's pocket. It should come from the flow efficiency. How dare when everybody else was charging 600, I charged 300. There is no company and is yet to close down because they have kept the cost low. All company closed down or closed down in spite of keeping the cost tight. They could not control the cost. Efficiency is not there. So the flow efficiency very, very important. So business was wonderful business. And I wait for an IPO. My IPO got 75 times subscribed. It was $500 million when it got listed. I never dreamt that company will reach there. Unfortunately, did I use this word unfortunately so far? I lost my wife. I lost her for pancreatic cancer. Just 50 days before my IPO, he vanished. Just 50 days before corrected, we diagnosed. So only 100 days, he went away. I told you, I didn't want to marry. I delayed, but then finally I married. And she gave up her identity to make me successful. She was the one who made me MSc PhD. She was the one who taught me Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. He was the one who made me entrepreneur, scientist, entrepreneur, storyteller, the most powerful lady. Please give a round of applause to her. Where was she? So once I lost her, I lost direction and I didn't want to run the company, but I can't just like that leave it. I was waiting for somebody to buy it. COVID came suddenly. And in COVID, everybody was doing an RT-PCR test for 4,000 rupees. I did it only for 500 rupees. Because I did for 500 rupees, I got 50,000 samples every day in my throat. But remember, eating the red low and producing profits is the most powerful way of producing. So my company, which was having 1 crore per day turnover, became 2 crore per day. My share price was 60 rupees. No, 600 rupees became 1400 rupees. And I thought it's a time for me to exit. The decision for exit was taken in 1.5 hour negotiation and closed it. So what made Velumani very powerful? Decision making. What decisions he has made which is very, very unique. He decided to leave home and go to Mumbai without discussing with his parents. If I discuss, my parents will not allow me to go. Number one. Number two, I married a Bombay girl without discussing with my mother. Third one, I resigned a government job without discussing with my wife. The fourth one, without even discussing with any of my shareholders, I went for IPO. Finally, without discussing with my children, I exited the business. I want all of you to understand decision making is the one which can make you very powerful. Every decision I made added a zero in my net worth, and I, in a pyramid of economy, make 10 slices. I was in the bottommost slice and I exited when I reached to the topmost slice. That's the journey, and it was all powerfully supported by two ladies. One, my mother, without whom my intestine might have not remained alive. And the second is my wife, who took it full control of me. I want to conclude my story by telling, if men are successful, if men are successful, families prosper. If women are successful, societies prosper. And I want all men sitting here to make that sister, that wife, that mother, even that daughter very powerful. India will be the most powerful country. Thank you, Block, for inviting me. I took some time to narrate this story, and I will be very happy if there are questions. And I would love to spend some 15, 20 quality questions. I don't know how you will reach. Anybody wants to ask a question has to come and stand here. and the next man can stand behind him so that it is easy for us. We will not waste time. Mike, please. Will I choose a right employee? Let me tell you, to join in my company, the employee has to be 3 out of 4 criteria. He should be from a village. He should preferably be a son of a farmer. He should be poor and he should not know full English, half English. That man will work for you lifelong. And that part will work for me. Next question.
சரி ஹைரார்கிஸ் இப்போ ஒரு கம்பெனி வச்சிருக்கப்போ ஒரு ஆஃபீஸ் வச்சுருக்கும் போது ஒரு சிஸ்டம் தெரியும். இதே அதில் 100 ஆஃபீஸ் எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் பண்ணும்போது அந்த ஹைரார்கி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பண்ணுறது டிஃபிகல்ட்டியாக இருக்குது சார்.
When you were born, he is asking, when you grow, how to set the hierarchy, how to create the infrastructure. In your mother's womb, you were only 1 milligram. When you were born, you were 3.5 kilos. It's evaluation. When you were born, you were 3.5 kilos. Today, you are 70 kilos. Evaluation. When you grow, it evolves. It logically should evolve. If you identify an intelligent as an intelligent, he becomes a manager. And if you wrongly decide a manager, you are gone. I want you to understand the very important one is HR. Every organization has an underpaid asset and an overpaid liability. You need to allow the liability to go and you need to elevate the asset. And let me tell you, human resources is everything. A boy, a talented boy, maybe not impressive, but he is fully focused. There is no way I can teach you, but if you can read people, study people, you will be very, very powerful. Number 1. Number 2, allow him to make mistakes. You can't learn without making mistakes. You can't expect him to learn without making a mistake. So, train them, give them responsibilities. If they are involved, success is not a 100-meter dash. உங்க தலையில புல்ல முடி இருக்குது, நான் சொட்டையாவது அப்புறம் தான் பணக்காரன் ஆகியிருக்கிறேன். That means it is a marathon race. Learn, make mistakes. Don't give up. Every mistake should make you to become stronger. I did not study HR anywhere, but I think my power is HR. And you want to know why I tell I am good at HR? My competitors have 25% HR cost. Mine is 11% HR cost. Is that clear? So, take first, train them, motivate them, elevate them, and you become successful. There is no formula for it. Right? Next.
Thank you, Pagis.
My name is Viju, and you're a great inspiration. I follow all your YouTube interviews. I have one question more on the personal side to you is that you had a very supportive wife. Why would you still take decisions without consulting with her?
Very interesting question. I'll tell you, this is, he asked me and suddenly my mind said, why did I take such a decision? Right? Cool, right? We went for honeymoon only for 5 days because my budget was very small. Honeymoon when we came, so they're coming back. My wife told me, I have observed you 3 months before marriage. In the last 5-6 days, I am observing you. You are highly intelligent. You please lead the family. I will follow and support you. We have lived happily thereafter because I don't have to go and ask her because she trusts me. Number 1. Number 2, what I see, she can't see. Hello, they keep this very, very. Why did I resign my government job? That I will tell. Then I will explain you. I was doing research in thyroid and I understood if you import the reagent, it is 150 rupees. If you make yourself, it is only 30 rupees. Now, if I told my wife, she will tell her father and her father will stop me. Is it clear? So, this decision making is the most powerful decision making for which I didn't involve her. But had I asked her, Alvo, what is the answer going to come? Whatever you be right, please go ahead. I will support you. This is what I got fortunately, and I went ahead. But if you feel you should talk to her, please take a decision and talk to her. Because it will completely scare you to pick. You tell me, gentleman, a family should have two heads or one head. And I answered, so I was the head and I took a decision. So it worked. Fortunately, my wife was little scared after 1 month of my starting the business. She asked me, if business does not succeed, what do we do? I told, I have a PhD, OT. There are a lot of residential schools. I will become the principal. You will be my secretary. Let us enjoy life. Right? So you should be prepared and your wife should know. I told you, my wife said, without me, you can't win. And that's a very powerful statement, right? Fortunately, I was lucky. With me, my wife never asked any question why. Guessing you have this problem. Next question, if you have. You.
After Adhitan sir, I became big fan of you for your punchlines. One punchline of yours is like either you take decision or discuss that made me resign my prestigious job from a prestigious company. My question to you, sir, in today's society, there's a perception that the higher the price, higher the quality. And being in a healthcare industry, even we wanted to keep our price little lower, the customer feel that or patients feel that they will not get quality of service that we provide. How do we break it? How do we break that perception?
Now we are here in Bengaluru. Go to Malaysia. Big restaurants. Today is Sunday. Even today, Saturday at this hour, the restaurants will be empty. Go to Adayar Anand Bhavan. Only 40 to 30 rupees is coffee. There is a queue standing. Common man is Ori. What is Ori of common man? I should get cheapest. And for that price, I should take the best. Right? Don't you set 5 different shops to find out where it is cheap? So it is only the stupid rich who feels costliest is the best, not common man. Common man samajhdar hai. He will search and find out. He will do enough research. So you don't worry about that aspect. Right? Incidentally, you can do business only in 2 ways. Hello? Only in 2 ways. Same quality at a lesser price. Same price, a better quality. Is there a third method?
Either using you.
There is no third method. So I never told a lie my quality is good. But my price was low. People came to me. People stuck to me. And you know one thing? Punchline?
Please, sir.
Such ही जिद बाका जो जिद करना है कोई नहीं सकता. So stick to it. Provide the best solution. People will love you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I searched in your Google your net worth and all. I came to know slightly, literally. But I think it might be a personal question also. Do you have a car in your name or a house in your name, sir? If at all car was there, at what age? Yeah. Like, I think
I never fully heard the question. You are asking, you have a car in your name. Do you have a car? Or do you have a house in your name? Alright. I never had a house in my name, and I never had even a car in my name. Both were in the name of the company. I sold it. No, I don't have a car. I don't have a house. My son has a house. You must be wondering, you got 5,000 crore. Why you need to buy a house? Am I right?
Yes. 4 years back, I was talking to you. It's not negotiating.
You want to listen to the emotional answer?
Both.
What is the emotional answer? There's only one answer, that is emotional answer. When I don't have my wife, now I buy a house. Who will lick the laptop? Is that clear? So I didn't want to buy a house. My son has a house because we have to have an address. This is a wrong platform to tell this punchline because you have to sell your house. You want to know what is heaven? Heaven. Clutter-free brain, fear-free heart, EMI-free life. But when everybody has to take an EMI and buy a house, I somehow did not find that as necessary, gentleman. Now that we asked the question, you come there. Imagine for 5 minutes that you are a buffalo. Okay? Only two choice. Buffalo. एक बांधा हुआ, tied. दूसरा खुला, not tied. Which buffalo you want to be?
Actually, buffaloes, if you tie, don't tie, it will be, I have seen it will be a
No, you tell me which buffalo you want.
without tail.
Without tie. See, if you buy a house, you are a tied buffalo. Right? Had I had a good house in Coimbatore, I would not gone to Mumbai. Right? Had I had a house, I would have not had a freedom to start a business. So my story was very different, but I have never felt I don't have a house. 10 years. You remember the first condition I told to my wife before getting married? What was the first condition? I will not buy a house lifelong paying us. Yes or no? I was very clear. And 10 years, all the directors of Thyrocare were living in a 200 square feet paying the stock accommodation. Success in life is only when you live frugal. If you buy a bigger car, if you buy a bigger house, you are collapsed. Please keep this in mind, plenty of people. Want to listen to one more punchline? Now, since you have asked, money and honey sound similar. Money, honey sound similar. Yes, honey is collected by honeybee. Money is collected by moneybee. If honeybee falls in honey, what happens? So is moneybee. Guys, never become victim of your own money. Make money. Don't consume it. Keep it. Grow it. And if you start consuming and that too much too early, you are likely to have challenges. Suno sabki, karo apni. Don't get scared what I am telling. That was what for me. My life was for like that. If you people today sit and listen me standing here and talking, it is because I lived frugal. Living frugal is very, very important. Teach your children how to live frugal. You don't have to make too much money for them. What do you teach your children? Living happy or living rich? झूठ मत बोलो. Please teach children how to live happy. Today's world, too much of tension, too much of distress, too much of mental health, all because parents have taught the children how to become rich. They have not taught the children how to be happy. Right? Sorry for taking too many answers from that, but then
I'm very sorry for taking personal.
no. I don't. I otherwise why to say in the stage. I'm happy to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskar.
My name is Priyanka, and we are into these customized dark chocolate manufacturing brand. And my question to you today, sir, is what is the definition of you according to the definition of success as an entrepreneur? Because every definition of success differs from individual to individual, I know. But then what is it according to you? Is it the money in the bank only defines the success of an entrepreneur, or the story of the brand which is being built by an entrepreneur?
I understood the question. Success in life is delta. Delta is x2 minus x1. Your father did not have a house. You have a house. Success. Right? You did not have all zeros to call success. You were having 1-bedroom hall kitchen. Today you have 3-bedroom hall kitchen. Success. You have a car, small, without EMI. Success. You have a big car with a lot of EMI. Failure. So success is living happier. Only measure is, are you peaceful and are you happier? That means you are successful. There are plenty of people who have got too much of money, but too much of stress and too much of mental depression. Now I was very poor. Now I am very rich. Let me tell you, I was a very happy man then. Today I am not as happy as what I was. All of you must be thinking this man is not talking truth. And let me tell you the punchline. It is. Are what is that? I was talking about this with our boys also while coming. Poor man sleeps. No, something is wrong. I lost that punch. But let me tell you, poor are happier, poor are sad, rich are happier, rich are also sad. Being happier is success, not accumulating money. Having said that, without money you can't buy anything. But money is not everything. Is that clear? Without money you can't buy anything, and money is not everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. My name is Jyoti Vignesh. I'm into dance and fitness. So, while building Thyrocare and growing it, so how did you, what activities did you do for stress busting for yourself? Stress buster. What is your stress buster?
All my employees. Oh, this is very important. My wife was an excellent host. He will every time invite some 15 employees. I had a lunch table of 16. Me sitting 15 and my wife standing, watching, feeding for everyone. Her eyes are only on the plates. She will feed. And mind you, 1.5 hour only jokes. Right? So I want you to listen to a punchline. जो जीतता है वो शायद हार सकता है, लेकिन जो जिताता है वो कभी हारता नहीं है. The next one, जो हंसता है वो शायद रो सकता है, लेकिन जो हंसाता है वो कभी रोता नहीं है. So my way of handling my people, standing here and talking to you is a stress buster, right? I think talk truth, it's a stress buster. But having said that, the best thing for me is going along with my wife 24 kilometers away from my house was marine lines. Evening 5 o'clock to 6:30 until the sunset, we both will sit and we will spend quality time. Stress buster. Is it very costly? Very cheap. From Navi Mumbai to Lonavala, it is only 80 kilometers. We both will go and sit in that monkey point and will watch the clouds moving, sunset. Is it costly? Listen to me. Going to Mauritius is the only goal. It is all EMI. Enjoy frugally. You will have wonderful happiness, right?
So one more small question.
Yes.
Like during building your thyroid, you had different driving force. Once you have accidental now, what drives you?
Why you want me to become pregnant again? If I had to do something, I would have done the same business, right? But having said that, the honest answer is, earlier I was motivating my employees and making them successful. Today, on the stage, I am a mass mentor motivating employers to create more jobs, thereby create an prosperity. So that I am good at. एक बार मेरा भाषण लोग तालियां बजाता है every stage. When I finish a talk, 1.5 standing ovation is their average, which means you don't have to drink 3 large kegs of whiskey to get a high. You stand and entire standing ovation gives me such a high. I have become addicted to it, right? I'm enjoying this. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Gaudaru. I'm an NAR consultant for colleges. So you had employed 25,000 freshers and gave jobs for a lot of people. Today, if you look at it, a lot of companies don't want freshers. All of them want 3 to 5 years. So in today's situation, if you were to start a company, how would you solve the unemployment crisis and how would you help freshers?
Married?
Yes.
I wanted to tell a punchline. Everybody wants an experienced employee. Yes, but they get only pressures. But for their age, that is the comedy part of it. If you don't give a job to a fresher, how you will make him experience? Tell me honestly. You know, somebody has to, right? A fresher is 3 lakhs. An experienced wants 10 lakhs. Are you lazy? If you are not lazy, take a fresher train. Punchline. If you train your employee for 100 days, he is as good as an employee trained by competition for 1,000 days. Is that clear? Take and train for 100 days, that guy will remember. Married, first love, first job, no one can forget. So be the first employer so that that fellow will be lifelong remember you. This is my advice. Please take freshers. Those who have not had a monthly salary in their house, if you can give a job to them, you are a god. Do that. So, then I'll tell you what is the problem and today. People want to build a business within 5 years. They want to sell it, exit and relax. Then you have to hire costly man. Right? Then you will get costly man. You think you don't get? We get. Yeah, instead of 5 lakhs, you're paying 50 lakhs. He will immediately join. But your business should make some sense also, no? So please go hire freshers, train, retain and make the product.
Thank you.
Sabir Afkul, I work for a firm as a VP. A very good inspiration of. So I want to ask something that is being going around in the internet nowadays. How do I maintain personally the professional success and a personal well-being? I will keep it very short. What is your opinion on work-life balance?
Well, you are an employee now. Once you become an employer, you will not ask this go. Having said that, you can't get this player is there. You can't get. What is more important? Work or life? Both are important. You are a manager, man. Now answer. Work or life. Then don't go to work. Please is the confused. Right? That's number one. Number two, it's 7 to 11 was heaven. Hello? Have you heard what I'm talking? 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. was a heaven. That is why 5,000 crore I could get. If you ration your time, you will treat them very intelligently, create huge prosperity, you are blocking you. Now your question is, I want to give quality time to my wife and my children. Am I right? Do they need it? My wife said, please work at office. I'm happy. My children, I asked them, can you come with me? No, Dad. Children don't want you. You are not aware of it. Hello, how many of you agree? Yesterday evening, I was going for an event. Some get together. I told the children, come. Why you are inviting us? They told me 3 children. Do you think we are still children? Is that clear? So they don't need you. But having said that, is you are a wonderful time manager. You have enough time to be with spouse and child and also with mother-in-law. So manage time well. No one can give you expert time, right? And live frugally. Now tell me, if this man is in trouble now. Work is a pressure? No. Then what is the problem? He is barely lies. I mean, he is what a pressure? No, it is not. Then there is no problem. I'm telling you, normally people find work as a pressure, yes or no? You know why? They ask more salary. They give more work. But in the interview nowadays, the employee is telling what you will pay. I am already 50 lakhs. If you pay the 25 lakhs, I will talk. So he thinks, oh, he wants 25 lakhs. That means he can do everything. He only asks. So this is the problem current generation is facing. Today, employee is scared or employer is scared? Employer is scared. Go and have quality time with your family. Hey. I said, this is your business. I'm into education consulting. I guide students to pursue their higher education abroad. So recent trend is like the studying MBBS in India is a little bit expensive when compared to Russia or Ukraine or Georgia. So but when they study there, but when they come back, so the hospitals or even the government keep the question very sharp. Why are they hesitant to recruit these doctors while pursue abroad? Why do you go abroad and do that deal? Because of the cost. Cost to what do you want MBBS? That only students have to answer. It is greedy. Right? Fortunately, yes. Fortunately, I was not an engineer. Fortunately, I was not a doctor. Fortunately, I had only that much money to do the cheapest course. Today, people have too much of money and all too much of craze for MBBS for engineering craze is gone. MBBS craze is there. I must tell you, government has to protect a few things. So they want you to come back and write an exam and pick up polling like that you have to do. But that question is not for this borrow, right? So yeah, ask that it related to life. If you have otherwise like some
I just wanted to hand over my book, a copy of your.
file down there, I will do that. 3 month Josephs maximum.
Hello, sir. Vanakkam. So, I'm a big fan of you. I was a fan of Abdul Kalam, sir, but I couldn't meet him personally. But I'll see you in place of him, sir.
Bring you, Alex. Come to the pressure.
Sir, I just have one question. You will be around 50, 60 plus years of
65.
okay, 65.
If I tell my money, I have to tell my age also.
And I sell. So it's been like 1 hour. You're standing and you're addressing a question. So what is the strength behind? What is it you do for your health, and what is the strength behind the speeches and everything, sir?
Fortunately poor. Fortunately from village. I walked behind 2 bullets entire day in the hot sun, air conditioned room. So much of people say they expand. So there is no tired. I have never become tired. There is a Hindi punchline. काम करके कोई तबका नहीं है, बैठ बैठ के ये लोग तब जाते हैं. So while not doing work, you become for tired, not by doing more work. Even now for me, 7 to 11 is heaven. I want all of you to be energetic, avoid 5 meters, avoid breaks, keep walking. 10 kilometers every day I walk. Today morning 5 kilometers I walk and then I am standing. I want all of you to remember this message. The more you work, more healthy it is. So put yourself physically to be engaged. Thank you.
Hello, sir. We are from we are Paulus Kowitz. So it's actually a quest. Can you just tell the youth, like we are young entrepreneurs here, and some of them actually have a confusion whether to start or when, even if they do fail, if they have started it, they always go into this constant fear and they just give up. So what message do you want to give to the young youth that will part us here?
For everyone, not only for young, for everyone, the advice is have patience. You can't overnight succeed. You have to learn, experience, connect wisdom, then only you can be successful. So have patience. Second, accumulate knowledge. कॉलेज में का कोई पढ़ता है क्या? How many days a degree takes? 3 years, 1000 days. उसमें 1000 days में कितना घंटा पढ़ता है? So please learn. Fortunately, I was poor. All my rich friends went to theaters. I went to library. So I want you to have knowledge, patience, knowledge. Knowledge is courage. Live further and சிங்கம் சிங்கிளாக வரணும். பண்ணிங்க ஏதாவது கூட்டமா வரும். அந்த பாஞ்சலைன மாசுல வச்சுக்கோங்க. எந்த பிசினஸ் பண்ணாலும் தனியா நின்று ஜெயிச்சாத்தோ you will be successful. So you need to have courage also. This is in general. But having said that, people are any. Education doesn't end once the college is over. In my entire journey, what I have studied in college is 1% knowledge. The rest is only subsequent. People are any. God bless you. Thank you very much. I enjoyed a lot. And wish all of you a great success. And thank you the organizers to invite me. And I'm sure you got some message. Some you may not agree that please learn fast and become highly successful. Take care of the next generation. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause standing ovations for Dr. Velumani sir on the set. Standing ovations. The biggest learnings for me is it's like watching a movie for his speech. What a story, inspiring story to hear. It's like watching the movie for all of us. Give a big round of applause for Dr. Velumani. What we have learned is take decisions, fail early, make those mistakes, and learn from there. And if I get a chance to remember Dr. Velumani, sir, I can remember it in a way, Dr. Value Money. Value money. Thank you so much for the wonderful speech. I request Vani sir and the producer to do.
Please go through my YouTube podcast along with children, along with partners, along with employees, along with parents. There is a lot of message. You will really get solved many of your problems. And I am on Instagram for the last 10 months. In 10 months, 2.3 million followers, which means daily around 10,000 followers are there. And in them, only 40 minutes, 40 seconds reels, you will find punchlines which are explained correctly. Enjoy, learn, and keep learning.
Hello, all. I'm sure we are holding you on before lunch. But do you all agree that this is the best decision that we took, apart from building Bullock, though? That inviting Dr. Velumani to be amongst us today, he is sharing his thoughts in knowledge. Do you all agree? Yes or no? Geez, now you are active. Thank you so much for that. And I'm truly blessed to have Dr. Velumani sir amongst us. And, after his retirement, he has decided to serve the needy. That's a kind of passion that he has built. And so, as a token of our love, and after our entire Bulu family, to a small token of our love, which he wants to donate to any of the NGOs that he would like to give for. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting it.
I just wanted to tell this business, this project is in a right time in this society. Please sit down. Every man here needs a house to live. And we have 1.5 billion population. And this is the time the real estate is going to boom from 2020 to 2075. That means next 50 years, this industry will boom. It's a heavy CapEx industry. Individuals should come together. Make sure you build by putting in money or taking investment in this business. A lot of prosperity is there. Please confidently work. In this business, there is zero risk, I can tell you, because it is concrete, it is cement, it is bricks, and it is concrete business. Enjoy.
But I request, so Priyanka has made a chocolate, so I have some. She wanted to give that to you. Thank you. My daughter wanted to give you something, so we have to accept her. I have no choice.
Thank you so much.
You.